Hey, it's your boy djelf7 with another djelf7 reviews, and today we're reviewing the Blendtec Total Classic Original Blender. This blender is amazing, and I purchased it on November 4th, and I just got my new one. I was actually using my friend's for quite some time, and that's what really ended up convincing me to get this particular model. You can see the reviews are pretty decent, 4 stars to 4.5 stars, but just from my personal experience, it's just the best blender I ever used. I actually ended up spending like over $200 on this blender. And we can see that the classic blender, the 4-side jar, sometimes sells for $237, sometimes for $36. So it's around that price range. It's definitely not the cheaper one. But I'll tell you why I got it. Now, I've had a bunch of the Oster blenders that are a little bit cheaper, maybe a lot cheaper. I've had my friends who had the Ninja Vitamix and all the other types of different blenders. But, when I moved into my friend's house, and, he actually had enough money to buy the nicest of everything, which is incredible. So, one thing that makes this blender super unique is this blade right here at the bottom. As you can see, it's not actually sharp. So, I remember all the time when I was, washing my blender, there were, little chunks at the bottom, and the blades were very kind of sharp at the bottom. I'd put my finger and I'd always be poking it a little bit, because I drink a smoothie every morning, and sometimes I'll even have 2 smoothies in a day. And if you're just reaching in there all the time, you're eventually gonna poke yourself in the finger. And I also do weightlifting. So the thing is that if you're lifting like 200, 300-pound weights, and you got a little dink in your finger, that little pain can be just distracting, or it's just not fun. So I was just really impressed by this blade over here, and also a lot of blenders I've had just because I use them so often. Eventually they will break. But these blender, actually, I've been really impressed with the build quality, and I've used my friend's blender again and again and again and again, no problems ever. Yeah, it was amazing. It's very easy to clean. It's just everything that I ever wanted in a blender really, was met with the Blendtec series. So as soon as I, came back to the city, I was like, you know what, I'm going to get one of these for myself. I'm completely satisfied. I am very happy with my purchase. So, if you're really serious about it, if you drink a smoothie every single day, I would definitely recommend this blender. Over any other blender. I've tried a whole bunch of them, and they all broke. This is the one. And I'm completely, I'm okay with spending quality money for a quality device. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Check out the hands-on coming right up. Here we go. All right, it's time for the unboxing. I'm super excited. We got the Blendtec blender right here. Okay. Well, okay. So, one thing that's interesting about this particular thing is I actually got a discount. This fully won't come in the original packaging, that's fine. I actually got a deal with that on my shoes, my sneakers, that I'll be showing you later. I'm super excited about this. I literally just came back from the grocery store and picked up a whole bunch of blueberries and bananas and all that. I'm ready to make my thing right now. The unboxing, yes. Here we go. Brand new in the package. Okay. Okay, here's the top. Good. Okay, the one that my friend had was actually significantly larger, I think. But it's good, because it's just basically for me, right? So, no biggie. Got all this stuff over here. It's got a good amount of weight. Actually, it's a very heavy-duty blender. It's definitely a pro-level blender. So here we have a nice little setup over here. And, looks great. The condition is looking fine. It looks just like new. I have no qualms about the quality of the look of the particular device. So you can see over here, it just goes like this. And I'm ready to start blending for real, yeah? Oh yes, this looks wonderful. I'm super excited. This Blendtec mixer, I'm gonna show you guys what makes it so special. So, what's really cool about it is, well, the base is pretty heavy, but the favorite thing about it and why I really like it so much is because in here you can see that this this blade in here, it's not sharp. Yeah? I'm gonna give you guys a close up over here. So you can see the blades in here are not really sharp, so what that's going to do is when I'm like going in to clean it, it doesn't really stab me in the fingers. And you know, like I'm trying to like, you know, lift weights and stuff like that, and I want my hands to be in good shape. You know, I use my hands for a lot of things, play violin, things like that, and I don't want my hands to get messed up. So these blades here are really like huge, and I don't know why other manufacturers are not coming out with blades like this, because this is a huge selling point. The fact that I don't have to reach in and jab my fingers every time, it's so annoying, and I paid hundreds of dollars for this, and I think it's worth it. You know, it does a great job of blending, and I blend every single day. I make smoothies on a regular basis, so a couple $100, you know, for pro level blender is totally worth it. So there we go. I'm about to put it to work right now. I'm gonna give it a good rinse. Be right back. I have to admit, I'm so excited. I haven't had a smoothie I moved in here about the 1st, and I haven't had a smoothie since. And I'm really looking forward to this for real. I've been trying to, a big shout out to my boy Big Rich. He's been losing weight like crazy, and he's been on that low carb diet, and his discipline is excellent. And he's really inspired me to up my game. He's like, we gave each other a month. We're like, yo, we'll see where you are in a month, Ed. You got that 6-pack away. So, I haven't really been eating the carbs, so definitely looking forward to carbs right now. Yes. Oh man. Yes, please. Oh my goodness. I've been looking forward to this so long. Yes, please. And great. Okay, we put some this in here. Vanilla? Okay, I'm down for vanilla. I'm down for whatever, man. I'm just ready to eat these carbs that man ready to have this fruit juice. It's super dry. I usually put 1.5 scoops. I know I'm not that big, but you know, you gotta eat big to get big. That's the story, anyways, right? So as you can see, I spent about $250 on this blender. It didn't even look at it. I was like, yeah, this is what I gotta have. This, not messing up with any of that whack, not real stuff. If you saw my video with talking about the this thing over here, I'll put a link in the description over here, and I showed you guys where to get it. I also put a link on to get this particular blender right here. So I actually bought this book called from Acrobolics, and one of the things that he was taking was cinnamon, and cinnamon is supposedly good for your digestion, things like that. So I'm definitely starting to do that. I've been doing this like every single day, but then like over the last 4 or 5 days, I wasn't able to really do any of this because I, had moved and just things are all over the place. Good thing you guys can't see the rest of the studio. It's a huge disaster zone, but I'm starting to get my life back into order and some kind of routine over here. My motorcycle just got stolen. That sucked. You'll be able to follow that story separately. And that's life, I guess. Luckily I didn't spend too much on that particular bike. About $1,300. I mean, it's not fun to lose, but at least I didn't buy like a $4,000, something fancy. I mean, that's fancy for me. I know some people out there be like, $4,000, man, what are you, poor? Yeah, that's okay. I never really had a big desire for money. I'll get to that in another video, probably. But I've been around money, and I've been around not money, and in the end, about like the quality of people I'm with. It's not really about like, you know, oh, I have this much money, so I'm better than you or something. Yeah, that kind of mentality is really whack for me. So absolutely stupid and really not nice at all. But not all rich people are like that, you know. So you can't really, you know, you can't really just stereotype people. Like, all rich people are whack. It's really not true. Some rich people are extremely nice and they're awesome. So you know, it goes both ways. And some poor people are also nice and people are whack. It's not the money that changes. It's the personality. It's not the thing. So okay, let's take a look here. Here's the. We'll just turn the power on. Okay. I used to have a different brand that I was using back at my mom's place. So here's a soup over here. It looks like a soup. Here's the carrots and stuff. This looks like a martini. This looks like a smoothie over here. We're definitely smoothing it up. Done. At first I was wondering why it wasn't like high pitched enough. I was like, you know, it's gonna go into high gear. It definitely did. Oh man, it's gonna be great. It hasn't been. Oh man, with all the fruits and stuff, I haven't been doing that. Oh, this is great. I can't wait. Stuff tastes wonderful. Give me some of this. Yeah. And here we go. Tastes great.